Hey, what's going on everyone? This is JoeYoursTruly back with another video, and today we're gonna be doing some TWINBLAST ADC. And so the goal for today's video is we want to try and evaluate what TWINBLAST is, because in this latest patch, TWINBLAST is one of the characters that got nerfed the hardest, just kind of sweeping nerfs across the board. His basic attack scaling got nerfed, his ultimate damage got nerfed again. They changed the scaling on his RMB from like physical to magical, so a lot of adjustments to really try to put down the nail on TWINBLAST, because he's been someone that's been really strong ever since he was released. And so I kind of want to see if the nerfs will finally be enough to bring him down to where he's going to be performing closer to other ADCs. And so to do that, we're going to be doing how some people would nickname this the cringe blast build, and that is, you know, it's the Mindrazor Painweaver build. So essentially trying to like do the one-shot ultimate build that everyone really does not like when they're like being hit by it, because I've been on the receiving end. It is not fun at all, I would say. So what I'm trying to do is, I'm expecting this build is to be the one that got hit the hardest, is my hope, and I want to like see where it's at. I think maybe it's still viable, but it should not be as easily to 100 people with this kind of build. But we won't see until we actually do this in gameplay. So that's what we're going to be doing for today's video, and just kind of see how we can how it goes from here on out. So of course, first item is Mindrazor, Painweaver, and then the Perforator. That seems like to be the most popular 3-item combo that I see a lot high-end AC players do for this kind of build. So we're just gonna be rolling for that, and we can flex from there on out. Oh, nice try right there. So definitely we want to be paying attention to our Victor, because if he lands a hook, that's definitely go time. We just gotta be play around our support in lane, which is actually good, because normally I like to like play more speed scaling anyways and play around my support, but he does. And interesting heal choice right there, so that still won't actually have that for when we might engage on him soon. You definitely have to try to hit level 2 right here, try to hook, because the Chimera is trying to like come in for a gank. Not gonna connect right there, unfortunately. Wait, still gonna go in, but unfortunately the steal went here, so Chimera's not gonna be doing that much damage. But since it looks like Chimera is invading, we want to actually keep this wave shoved in for the most part. So if the enemy jungler tries to like counter invade and punish him for evading, we can like be there first before the dual lane. Very nice hook right there. And very nice kill by JoeYoursTruly. I'm a little bit rusty on the controls. I kind of got back from like a break, so I needed a little bit more time to get all warmed back up. These servers on the left side, that means that we don't have to worry about any ganks anytime soon, so let's just shove this in, and I imagine we can just go for the go buff right here, as Victor is already doing so. Oh, one more, there we go. I'm taking my reset right now because with this Mindrazor build, the sooner we can stack up this mana, the better it will be. Maybe I could stay around to help out, but I kind of had a little bit of mana, so I don't know if I was in range to help out. At the very least, I think they got the Revenant Flash. I'm not too sure, but it seems like they did definitely really kind of push him out of lane early, so now he is forced to take a reset now. And I'm gonna be back in lane, WCS, so I'm gonna be farming a nice little pretty wave over here. So at the end of the day, I'm still expecting TWINBLAST to still be a viable ADC, especially on this normal on-hit build. It's just, I think right now, he's gonna be a lot more toned back for the most part, so that's kind of like the whole objective of like all the nerfs. It's kind of like put him in his place, and so he's not just too like outperforming other ADCs. But it's definitely really strong. He's I think TWINBLAST has an early edge on him, but I have to be careful of the web mid late game because he kind of one-tapped me when in his full combo. But luckily with this build we can play more back. Oh, we need to back up. That's a lot of pressure he's getting on him. I'm very rusty on my orders. My goodness, I'm definitely very rusty. Luckily, we still got the kill on this. Steel and my my Wicked wouldn't die for that. Oh, there's someone coming over here, so let's back off. That's actually very nice work by the Wicked to show that we are potentially getting ganked. So as long as I kind of keep my distance, hold on to my dash, I won't be under that much pressure on Sailors. Because Sailors sort of have that limited mobility, and like even if she kills on top of me, as long as I stay in my dash, I just dash immediately, create distance, and Sailors won't have an easy time just keep following me from there on. I definitely see who is a little bit missing at the moment. I'm not sure where he's at. Oh, Steel's rotating. He just kind of like said, nope, I give up, so I'm gonna just try the warm lane. That's wild. He hit him in lane, so he didn't really help out with the gank at all. I'm waiting for the Witch to walk up. Yep, that's all he needs to do. Nice attempt right there. Oh, my Q was just a little bit off cooldown right there. Maybe could finish him off with the Q auto. But definitely really good punch by the Witcher, knowing that the Seal's not there, and we just really capitalized on him. And see what I was doing? I didn't necessarily push in the wave, I was throwing off the weapon, so making sure he can't farm, and my Witcher just wait for the weapon to finally give in to the greed, and that's when he just kind of like have to blink out of that. I'm gonna back because I actually have enough for Mindrazor, which is actually really huge to get this item built out already 7 minutes into the game. We'd love to see it because with Mindrazor, this is where some part of the cringe blast build comes into play. Where your Q is already kind of nuts for like one shot in the wave, and now Mindrazor just makes it so that you just have disgustingly good wave clear, and this means that the Revenant will never be able to outclear me at this point because I can just one tap the wave, whereas Revenant has to take a lot more autos and time with doing that. To see how they kind of got everything shoved in, do a kill. That's a lot of damage the wave already did. I have ultimate now, so this is definitely the part we're gonna start scaling a bit more. I think once we hit like second iron, which is Painweaver, that's when our damage will be starting to become really good. Mindrazor, it doesn't give you that oomph of power until you fully stack it up. So we have our first iron, but it's not like a huge power spike compared to other items still. It just helps making sure our wave clear is actually insanely good. It's an upside to it. Revenant has ultimate, that's one thing to keep in mind. Oh, looks like he is gonna go on the steel. I can't, it's hard for me to walk in because the wave is right there. So all we need to do is just kind of walk away a little bit because we have a certain Ceres that's right there. So we kind of respect her preference and just take our time with pushing out this wave. Just so, because we know she's there. She's actually on the blue buff. And we're gonna put down the wolf right there. Technically, I saw that she was on the side, so I just kind of chunk a wolf right there just so we can see when she's potentially looking to gank. So I have another ward, so I might place it here. And she's actually skilled enough to the point she's gonna start to back off. So we reset the camp, that's all we need to do, because now she's just wasting her time doing that, essentially. So I'm looking to shove this in immediately because Chimera's looking to invade. I want to make sure this wave's always shoved in, so I have wave fire. I can make the rotation if it need to be.
Allied tower under attack.
Oh, that's a weird bounce right there. Gonna try to see if we can stop this back. Yes, we did. Just more extra time we're wasting on this Revenant. And he's actually gonna be missing all this wave, by the way, since we can just push this out extremely fast. There we go. He's gonna miss that wave, and we're gonna get the next gold buff again for us. So definitely, this lane has been made pretty easily by the Witcher just being able to just apply a lot of really good pressure, and the Steel just not knowing how to counter it. Because I think Steel, that when you're the Steel support against the Witcher support, all you need to do is play more defensive or reactionary. If Witcher try to hooks your like ADC, all you need to do is just go on the enemy ADC and just stun them, so they can't follow up on the Witcher stun and all that great stuff. So he just needs to do that, but it seems like the Steel was the one that got caught out the most because he's a pretty fat support, so it's really easy to land a hook on the Steel support rather than like the more slim body that the Revenant ADC is. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. I'm gonna put down another ward. Triple Kipper's gone, let's do that. Mokesh is... she did a ward. So probably doesn't look like she's rotating anytime still. See, like, I'm literally getting to the point where I can one-shot the build. I just need a little bit more physical power. And so now that's a full wave crashing. Nice attempts right there, of course. Okay, we see the sail is kind of hovering. Luckily, we had some very good wards this game, so we can see her from a mile away. That's the kind of interesting thing about like Sail's jungle. She's really deadly when she gets on top of you, but she needs to get on top of you. And compared to like, let's say like a Crunch or Fame Mal, she doesn't have nearly as like fast mobility. So once you see her coming in, you can literally just get away, and she won't be able to necessarily get on top of you. I'm gonna start the backup because Steel is gonna look to ult right there. Dang, the Revenant actually saved her right there. Oh, nice attempt right there. Dang, we almost got her. Like that was a really nice stun by the Victor right there, and it was like the really good save by the what do you call it, the Revenant that saved her. But because we made all three of them back off, we can actually maybe go for the tower right here. There we go. That's an early T1 tower on the right side. And now we're gonna go for gold buff right here. We see Ceres on the White River. Okay, she's on mid, so I can take this gold buff. I have the back first anyway to kind of help mid, unfortunately. There we go. Nice, and we're gonna get our Crest right here. And I think I don't need this, the Witchstalker, because they have limited CC. The only one is like the Steel and some Crunch. But I can easily invade, because with this build, you have a ton of movement speed with Painweaver, but also you have a lot of slow with Perforator. So you can easily kite out people pretty easily. So I don't need the Witchstalker, because technically I should not be getting hit by CC in the first place with how mobile I am with this build, so I'm going to opt to go for all this for the more pure damage and more stacking physical power we can get with that item. I kind of want to do Feint too, so like we have the wave shove in, like we can definitely whip through this, and I'm really strong right now. And so I see this mistake made by some people. Like if you're going all in on objectives, sit in the back of the pit. So when they come in, they're forced to walk through your front line first, like right here. And there we go. We got the kill right there. We see sneaky Mortgage coming from right there. Okay, he's just gonna blink on B to kill me right there, okay. Because, like, I can maybe finish off, but that was like, okay, she's gonna just do the confirm ability lock-on. I can't dodge that, right? So, it is what it is. A little, like, bounty should be, bounty gift to the Mortgage, so they have a little bit more fighting chance still, because even though we're doing really good dual lane, the other lane seems like they're doing pretty good for themselves, so it's not too one-sided at the moment. But I'm not too worried. This is definitely going to be a killer game because I think it should be going on a lot longer right now. But nice, we got Painweaver. So already we were able to sort of kite out the sales right here, but now it should be made even easier with the Painweaver we can stack. And once we get Perforator, we can get the movement speed and slow down the sales if you do decide to try jump on us like that again. So far, this build is definitely still slapping. Let's back off immediately. He still doesn't have ultimate, so he can't immediately just go look for like a ultimate knockup right there.
Ready to ventilate.
Yeah, wait for this too. Very insane, as I expected. It's a little hard because it's a little hard for me to tell exactly like how much of this build has been nerfed, but definitely I don't think I'm doing too so damage. It's definitely taking me more auto attacks and more like ability stone to kill people. Maybe I need to get to like closer to full build to really start to see if I can surely 100 seal people with like 4 or 5 items. Is that right? And we're gonna definitely let the Witcher lead the charge. Did we actually went on the ward? We did. We're still push up, by the way. We can definitely just push up right here. Because I think honestly, me and Witcher are really strong together. We can constantly keep pushing this white lane and force like the sailors to kind of come to our lane more often. And I think even then we can still 2v3 as long as I don't get caught out too hard. Steel's a really nice shield, so I won't be able to do much damage out to there. Wait, are they gonna go on mini prime? I think we need to start rotating over the mini prime if they're actually doing it. Maybe they're not because Mortgage is rotating mid. Let's hack mid then. See if we can get the Witcher to get a hook on this Mortgage potentially. Are they on it? Like, I think we should really just go on it. I'm coming over. Faye's coming over. If they're on it, we just try to turn on it. Alright, they're not on it. But we can take this really fast anyways. There we go. That's all we really need to do. I'm gonna just go reset, go to white. I did lose the T1 tower, but like getting that mini prime before it expires is actually really good for us at the end of the day. Because we're still like very ahead in terms of like gold on the Revenant, so they're gonna do a little catch up, but he's actually not gonna push all the way because I think they realize they might be getting gank already. So it's actually a smart move by the dual lane, just back off and respect us coming over. We definitely want to group up and try to go for this Ventus right here in a sec. And to do that, I'm gonna put down some deeper wards. So let's do one like right here, for example. Let's just retreat. I think Sales is on this side. Like, I think Sales is on this side. I don't want to like take risks when I don't have to. Yeah, see, I had conscious there mid. I think we should maybe look to gank mid, like, they might be walking into us right here, like, see, look at the crunch right there. Yep, we got the blink outs. Let's just whip feintures. They honestly look really scared of us, so I'm gonna start DPSing down this feintures with the Chimera, weapons right here. Oh, looks like not committing on that, so let's go back on here. There we go, we took it nice and fast. And we look sight. Looks like we are backing off. Oh, this enemy team is, so once we get a really nice hook, we probably have to disengage. So honestly, literally just play around the Richter. There's no need for me to engage as ADC when I have a team that's very good at engaging first. So I should let them decide when we should pull the trigger or not. We saw that CS for no reason, but the go buff is here. Yes, it is. Oh, looks like Chimera is getting dove on, and unfortunately, I'm not there to help. But maybe my team can help. Yep, they at least saved the Chimera. On my way mid, let's see if we can like, because I think Chimera still has the main prime, so I should play around him actually, with this prime. So let's see. Wait, Sarah's right there. Can we go on that? I'm not gonna be able to get anything out of that. That's fine. Oh, looks like they are getting dove on top of it there. Oh. Yeah. It's really hard. I definitely messed that up because I should have like played that more range right there. I was trying to limit it a little bit to like see if I can do damage, but like honestly, it's hard to like out TPS the mortgage when you have the point click ability, so I probably should just play more range honestly right there. I'm just getting a little impatient because I want to try limit test this build just a little bit more, but as I said earlier, I should just honestly play more around the Richter and all my teammates. I'll play a little bit more patient going forward and just see where we can go, keep going from here on out. Because we have 2 feintures, our win con is going to get the 3rd feintures and just keep scaling honestly. It's all we need to really do is to name the game. Because honestly, I think me and Rito should just keep running that right together. Because we're not getting as much value out like ganking at lane, so me and Rito should just kind of keep pushing right out. Because I think we really win the 2v2 easily, and even when more people come by, we can either disengage or even look to take down people with us. Of course, the steer's right there. Monkey's right there, so let's just look to back off immediately. I have the Sumis with the Painweaver, so I can actually get out here pretty fast. See right here. Very nice hook. I'm gonna look to disengage too. Ooh. At least got the sales right there towards the end, because she used a lot of resources to take me down. We got like 2 kills off that, so it's honestly fine. I'm going for that trade. And now I got Perforator, so now it should be even easier to like kite people out. So here's the interesting thing I'm gonna kind of start to do on the second half of the build is I'm gonna go for more on hit. So all you really need to do for this TWINBLAST build is these 3 items. Anything more is just enabling that more. But I feel like I'm always super strong with my abilities and movement speed slowing down people. So what I'm going to do is the last 2 items are going to be more on hit focused. So when I do get more skirmishes and up close and personal, I have a lot more of that damage coming through. Because like Sky Splitter is a really strong item at the moment. This is the item I can easily take advantage in my build, no problem at all. And then I can do like a Stormbreaker last, or probably more like defense if I won't worry about hard CT and burst damage.
Tower under
Like Graystone's really healthy. We should honestly like I want him to bait this because we can kill the quench if he decides to commit. Just go in. It looks like quench didn't take the bait unfortunately. And there's nothing much we can really do because now it's Primer Feint too, so we had to like get like a team wipe or very good team fight to be able to start to do that objective. So can't really do any objective setup, we just have to wait for picks to go through before we can like do stuff. He is calling to do Primal, but we can't really do it that easily. We need to get picks first, like the Mortgage mid. I don't know about you, but that sort of still looks like the old TWINBLAST build that I remember. Oh my god. Oh wait, no. Never mind. I thought I saw 3 on Painted, but it's the 3rd one, so it's not Primal. So that's my bad. So that's good. We're gonna be able to get this objective nice and easy. That's our win con condition online. Getting all that boosted stats, so it makes our damage even more ridiculous, so... Honestly, let's do Prime. Like, we're all right here. Mortgage still has 15 seconds. We have a lot of damage, like a lot of damage. We should just honestly go on this. I guess the Greystone might be the distractor right now. Weapons over there. Do people find the Greystone? So honestly, Greystone just really kind of distracting him a whole bunch. Oh nice, I got a kill. Now we're coming in hot. Oh my god, we are coming in really hard, ladies and gents. Let's go. Looks like Chimera's gonna go defend right, and we're gonna push left because the only one that can stop it is Mortgage, and Mortgage has some really bad wavelets, so she's not really gonna stop our march down on the left inhibitor. It's hard to ult the Mortgage without getting like the tower out of the way, so let's kind of break this out. Oh, I missed my shot, so let's try and trade distance. There we go, we still got the tower knocked down. Oh, we should maybe back off. Getting the movement speed online so they can't catch us. Let's keep doing this. Oh yeah, that's right, the point click Mortgage coming in. We're just gonna back off. I don't think she kills us with ultimate just yet. There we go, we finally beat her out in the duel towards the end. Let's go. And that's 3 inhibitors down. We are really just marching down on the enemy core. We're just really snowballing out of control at the moment. And that is a lot of minions going into the core. That's gonna be 20 plus minions. Oh my goodness. And that's gonna be GG's right there. So yeah, so this build that I thought was gonna be nerfed quite significantly still performs well. Like I can feel the damage not being too absurd in the sense that I think like it's not as easy to 100 seal people with this build anymore. I think pre-nerf TWINBLAST, if I was ulting that Revenant towards the end, I think he would have been much lower, or he would have been like killed from my ultimate, but he definitely still has some HP left over, so I had to like land the Q and some auto attack to be able to finish him off there towards the end. But at the same time, it's still hard to tell exactly like how much of the damage reduction. It'd be kind of nice to know exactly like the theoretical like damage reduction on TWINBLAST performance. All we've got is kind of like the raw numbers, so we just have to like look at it and kind of like get a feel for it in game to see how it does. But at the very least, this cringe blast build is still potent, to say the very least. I think it's just like, even outside of the burst damage you can put out on this TWINBLAST build, I think the fact that you do a lot of really good things with the build. First off, Mindrazor, it's actually a really strong item. You see like some characters like Painweaver using it really well, and there's a lot of reasons for that. Actually, since we're talking about the build, I might as well bring up this shiny new UI and just kind of have the nice little background showing when we're talking about this. But as I was saying, like, the big reason I think this build is still very viable in TWINBLAST, it has to do with the items you go on it. Like, Mindrazor is a really ridiculously strong item because it does a lot of different really good things when you do build it out. I'm waiting for this loading screen a little bit. There we go. And so, like, I think it's classified as an assassin item. Let me try to find it. Yes, it is. So there's a couple of reasons for this. One, you get insane cleave with this because not only it applies on all attacks, but it also applies on basic abilities, like ability damage. So TWINBLAST that has a really strong Q ability for clearing waves, just when you proc Mindrazor on it, it just makes it even more absurd. So like, same thing with Painweaver. When you Painweaver eats the wave, he's proccing Mindrazor on all the minions, so you just clears that wave instantly. So in terms of like all the strongest cleave items in the game, Mindrazor is like the strongest for that. And the reason is because you get a ton of mana from this. Like, having this amount of mana is so good because it allows you to spam abilities without worrying about mana quickly. So like with this TWINBLAST, I can keep striking grenades and don't have to worry about running out of mana anytime soon. And lastly, it's a stat stick for your physical power, and you gain bonus physical power based on your maximum mana. So it's just, this item's a little bit too absurd in my opinion, because it just gives you everything you want in one build. It just gives you like 3 different very viable components in one item. Whereas if you look at something like Breach, which is another cleave item, it's like, oh, all you do with this is you cleave. Like, why would you ever build this item is the question. And that's why, like, it's just this item in comparison to like other stuff like Mindrazor, it's just horrendous, right? It's because, like, you look at Stormbreaker, this is a really good cleave item because not only it clears waves pretty fast, but also it's an enabler for on-hit builds. Like, and then you go to like Overload right here. Like, it's a cleave item. Oh wait, where's it at? There we go. It's a cleave item, but it's enabler for this booster builds because you gain physical power based on your bonus health. So you see where I'm going with this. A lot of, like, the really good cleave items in the game are the ones that are enablers for like builds, or just a really strong first item. So like, it's just like Mindrazor just does it the best out of all these items in my opinion. So it's just like the fact that this item alone is the one that still makes TWINBLAST really strong, because this item is just really strong, and TWINBLAST can take complete advantage of this item. So definitely this is an item that definitely let me know your thoughts on this item after I give you that explanation, because I think this is one of those items that may need to get toned down or get a different rework, because it just does too many good things in just one item. But that's kind of like my whole wrap up on this video on why I'm kind of subbing for TWINBLAST, and why, even though he got nerfed a lot, this cringe blast build is still very strong on him. But anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Let me know down in the comments whether he was whether builds you want me to showcase. Thank you as always for all the amazing support, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.